EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the New England Patriots. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Richardson out of the shotgun. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Throwing Jones. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
2nd and 10. Now Jones. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Back to throw. Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. All the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throw out right, pulled in by Gans. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Richardson. This pass caught. It's Woods. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Give him 32 on the play.
It's a gain of 32. And the Colts first down.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Taylor. Not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Flush to his right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Jawan Bentley, the one to get in and finish off the play. Gay's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And now off to the races, down the right side. And in the out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Off the play fake, Jones. Open there, that's Gesicki down the field. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 30 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
21. Great time.
On the counter, it's Stevenson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Quiddy Pay in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On now the rookie 4th-round pick Chad Ryland for the Patriot field goal. And that is no good. And this will stay a 4-point game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And this taken in by Downs. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll wind up as a loss on the play. So now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen. And they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Taylor. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Connecting over the middle with Downs. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Richardson working from the gun. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Ready?
Richardson looking to throw this. And that's incomplete.
You know, liking what I'm I've seen from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And Richardson completes a quick one out wide. Touchdown! Josh Downs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7.
Patriots 7.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
Now, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones, he'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 41-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll look to throw again. On the right side open is Gesicki. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And a solid run down inside the 30. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and 3. Running left is Stevenson. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Off-play action. Jones checking this down to Stevenson. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 and the 6. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
11.
Now Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gifford. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. Room to maneuver at the 35. He's to the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyquan Thornton, 65 yards. And the Patriots have moved out in front. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the shotgun, Richardson. That's going to be taken in by Downs. A big play there for Andy. 54 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Over the time looked on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Richardson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Richardson looking to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. The Pats at the line ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
He'll get this to Elliott. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Throwing Jones. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Patriots first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jones. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Here's Stevenson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Draw play. Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And I don't think there should be much of a discussion here, but you know how I am. You kick the football, you take the lead. How bold do you want to be in this situation, though?
And this one is right through. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick 6 ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him the rare opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. And once he saw that he had open field, there's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away, and finds his way into the end zone.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Come on. Hey. Hurry.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. we've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Throwing on 2nd and long. Richardson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Kyler Duggar who picks him. And the Pats are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And that's a good run, and I know he went out of bounds, so we can nitpick a little bit here and get on him and say, hey, make sure you stay in bounds, keep the clock running. But this stage of the game, Brandon, that's not really uppermost in his mind. He just wants to take care of the football and gain yardage.
Yeah, and they have a little bit of comfort there with it not just being a one-score game, so not too nitpicky. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. DeForest Buckner able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
And nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Here's Richardson to throw. And that is incomplete.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here we go. This is 4th down. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
2nd down and goal. Jones. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Steps and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
A 30-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The clock reading 40 seconds. Here's 2nd and 10. It's a Patriot sack. That's definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Richardson to throw it. Matt Judon, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the 2nd half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked at the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Pats, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon.